Welcome to Flexnexel Academy. I'm Keval Vijay and today I'm going to teach you lesson number 37 in MS Excel. Today we will discuss a very important topic. I'm going to teach you 20 excellent shortcuts that every Excel user should know so that you can get more work done in less time. As always, before starting the lecture, I would like to say that if you learn something new from this video, if you are able to pick up something new, then please do like and share this video. So let's start today's lecture. First of all, let's talk about inserting columns because often we need to insert columns or rows. So look here, we have columns. Now, wherever you want to insert a column, you need to click and select the column like this. Then on your keyboard, press the control button and at the same time press the plus sign. You'll see that a new column has been inserted exactly where you clicked. In the same way, if you want to insert a row, you need to click on the row number here. For example, if you want one row here, just press Ctrl along with the plus sign. And as you keep pressing Ctrl plus, you'll keep getting more rows. Similarly, if you want to delete it, what do you need to do to delete a column? Click on the column header, whether it's B, C, or D, and then press Ctrl and the minus sign, and your column will be deleted. Likewise, if you want to delete a row here, click on the row number and press Ctrl and the minus sign, and your rows will be deleted as well. So in this way, we can insert or delete columns and rows. Now, the next shortcut I'm going to teach you is also very useful. Professionals often need this and use it frequently. If you want to become a professional, make sure to use this key. For example, suppose I selected this heading here and then filled it with this color. Let's say I fill it with any color. Now, if I want to use the same color somewhere else, there's a great shortcut for this. If you press F4, the same color will be filled there as well. See, as I press F4, the same color keeps getting filled. Now after that, suppose I selected all these cells here and merged them. After selecting, I merge them. Sometimes in an open sheet, you have to merge cells repeatedly. So once you've merged them, now select all the cells, and as you press F4, those cells will automatically keep merging. That is, the action you applied will keep getting applied repeatedly. See, as I press F4, the same action keeps getting applied again and again. For example, as I select this and press F4, you can see the cells are merging. Now let's move on to the next key we're going to learn. The shortcut key is this. If you want to select an entire column, what do you need to do? Here, I'll create a new sheet, and if you want to select a complete column, you need to click on the column you want to select completely. Then, as soon as you press Ctrl and the spacebar together, your entire column will be selected. That means from cell 1 to 1,048,576 rows, all your cells will be selected like this. Similarly, if you want to select a row here, click here, and as you use the spacebar along with Shift, you will have, that is, 16,384 cells selected here. So in this way, you can select both columns and rows. And next, we are going to learn how easily we can insert a chart using the keyboard. For this, let's type a small set of data, like here I wrote name and then marks. I typed Ali here, then Zahid, and then write Umar, then Kash, etc. For marks, let's say we have 85, 95, and so on. These are our marks. So first, you need to select the data like this. After selecting the data, press Alt and F1 on the keyboard. A chart will be inserted here. Let's zoom out and then see the same chart has been inserted here that you would insert from the insert menu as a column chart. After that, next we are going to learn about Control 1. If you want to open the Format Cells box, meaning if you want to format the cells, apply borders, change the font or apply styles, you will find almost all the formatting options for the sheet there. So what you do is select the data here and then press Control 1. As soon as you press Control 1, the Format Cells box opens up in front of you. Here you get options for numbers, alignment, font, border, fill protection. Everything is available here. So by pressing Control 1, you can activate this command. The next key we are going to learn is also very important. I'll cancel this for now. About charts. Now we want to convert this data into a table. There are many benefits to converting data into a table. You can apply functions like AutoSum and formatting happens automatically. So you need to select the data like this, press Ctrl T and a create table box will appear. Here you need to click on my table has headers, and once you click, you'll see the table is automatically created here. Now, whatever data you write below it, the formatting will continue to be applied automatically. So by selecting the data like this, we can convert it into a table. Next, we are going to learn how to insert a date. For example, I have written date here and I want to insert the current date. For that, after pressing Ctrl, as soon as I type a semicolon, Today's current date will be inserted here. If you want to insert the current time, we use Control plus Shift plus semicolon. You'll see that the current time will also be inserted here. After that, the next key we are going to learn is Print Preview. If you want to see the print preview, press Ctrl plus F2 from the keyboard and your print preview will open. You can see how the page will look after printing before actually printing it. You can view the print preview by pressing Ctrl plus P as well as Ctrl plus F2. And when you use Escape here, you'll return to normal mode. The next key we are going to learn is Go To. When you press Ctrl plus G from the keyboard, the Go To box opens. Here, you can add references and you can also see the tables you have added. By going to Special, you can go anywhere. For example, you can go to Values, Formatting, Formulas, or see only blank cells from here. You can also copy visible cells and there's much more available here. So if you want to open this command, the key is Ctrl plus G and Special. This is how you can activate this command. After that, the next key we are going to learn is about low enter, which is a very important key. Sometimes after entering data, for example, I wrote open here and then I want to write marks. If you want to insert a new line within the same cell, notice that the cursor is blinking inside the cell. When the cursor is blinking, you need to press Alt on your keyboard and then press Enter. This way, you can insert a new line within the same cell by pressing Alt and Enter together. Similarly, there is another key combination that we often use with Alt. For example, I have added values here, 500, 200, 400, and so on. Now, if we want to sum all of these, you need to write Alt equals Allah and press Enter. You'll see that the total will appear here. So, to perform AutoSum, you should use Alt equals AVIVA. Next, we are going to learn about Control E, which is for flash fill. If you have entered any data here, for example, you typed first Ali Raza, then you wrote Rashid Khan, then Majid Ali, then Mohanji, and then Gopal Das. Now, if you want to separate the last names, for example, I wrote Raja here, and then when I press Ctrl E on the keyboard, all the last names will appear here. Similarly, if you want to separate the first names, for example, I typed Ali here, and then when I press Ctrl E, you'll see that all the first names have also been separated. So by using Ctrl E, you can apply the flash fill command. The next thing we are going to learn is Ctrl Shift L. If you want to apply a filter, you need to use this command. Here I will insert a row where I have written the first name, then the last name, and here we will write something else. First name. Now, after that, if we want to apply a filter to this, select it and on your keyboard, type Ctrl plus Shift plus L. See, the filter has now been applied here. If you want to remove the filter, use the same key combination, type Ctrl plus Shift plus L again, and the filter will be removed from here. The next key we are going to learn is also something we often use. For example, let's say I have written Rashid Khan here and I want to edit it. If we write anything here, the entire name gets deleted, but we don't want that, we just want to remove Khan from here. So, what will we do? Press F2 on the keyboard, and as soon as you press F2, the cell becomes active. Delete the word you want to remove, and after that, if you want to write something else, you can do that as well. In this way, by pressing F2, you can activate any cell. And now, the last key I am going to teach you, which I call the King key, which with its help allows you to activate any command anywhere in Word, Excel, or PowerPoint using the keyboard, and that key is the Alt key. As soon as you press Alt, you'll see that all the tabs, groups, and commands available here will display their respective shortcut keys right above them, showing you which keys to use to activate them. That's why I say, speaking of keys, just like we press Alt here, you can see that all the things that can be activated are shown here. For example, if you want to go to Layout, you press P and you'll go to Layout. After that, if you want to go to Margin, you press M and you'll go to Margin. If you want to go to Custom Margin, you see here, you press here and you'll go to Custom Margin. In this way, by pressing Alt here, you can activate all the commands. For example, if you want to go to Insert, you press N. If you want to go to Table, you press T. And along with that, if you want to go to Shape, you have to press SH. So you see, with the help of just one key, you can easily and comfortably activate any command. So, this was my lecture for today, in which I taught you about 20 excellent shortcut keys in MS Excel. If you want to become an expert in MS Excel, use these keys as much as possible. So I hope so. You must have learned a lot of new things in today's lecture. If you liked the video, please like it and share it with your friends. See you again. in the next lecture. Until then, goodbye.